Oh god, it's happening again. What's good guys, Kel here. I'm honestly getting tired about talking about all this stuff with Ava Kris Tyson and MrBeast, but here we fucking go again. There's recently been some new evidence that has come out exposing MrBeast for doing all sorts of shady shit. So let's talk about it. I'm sure you've heard about Ava Kris Tyson at this point, and her connection with MrBeast has led to people looking into MrBeast's company practices and other stuff like that. And the shit they've found, it's fucking insane. Real quick though, I should probably give you some context. I've already made a full video on the Ava Kris Tyson situation, so I'll just summarize it real quick right now. Kris got exposed for liking this guy Shadman, who makes underage drawings. Then this guy Lava came out to try and defend Kris, but he pretty much just ended up exposing that Kris had grouped him. Low-key a little bit of a self-report. Then someone who at the time was underage leaked some Snapchat messages from Kris where he was calling kids dad or daddy, which really isn't the best thing to be calling kids in my opinion. I don't know, maybe that's just me. But then this other guy Nathan, who was friends with Lava, came out with even more allegations, saying that he was 15 when he was also grouped by Kris. He also said he did a lot of work for her that wasn't compensated for, and leaked a bunch of Discord messages where Kris was sending corn and hentai to a bunch of underage kids. So yeah, it's safe to say that Kris is a horrible human being and deserves to have her career run through the mud. But all this Kris stuff has led to people starting to look into some of the things MrBeast has done. We already looked at some of MrBeast's old clips in a previous video, specifically this one.
And he did say that he enjoys the Catch Me Outside girl and thinks she's funny, so let's just...
So that just shows what...
Let's be real, you want to put your dick in it?
I mean, it's rather
probably not.
Enjoying and enjoying someone and putting your dick in someone is
all in all a fucked up thing to say, but it was just an unfunny and edgy joke at the end of the day. I have noticed that a bunch of YouTubers cut the clip short and basically made it seem like MrBeast is stating that he would do what he said in the clip, and in my opinion, that shit is so fucking scummy. Making a terrible, unfunny joke like that is nothing compared to the shit Kris Tyson has done. Also, if you're gonna make videos on topics like this, at least give people the whole story to base their opinions on. And on that note, if I get anything wrong here or you have anything else to add to this story, please let me know in the comments. Thanks. Now let's move on to some actual allegations.
Now be like shocked, like have your hands over your face, like you're emotional as you can be. So like have your hand reaching for it and then like be like shocked, like you're, yeah. Now act a little surprised. Like, be like really shocked with your mouth open.
So in this clip, you can pretty much see MrBeast like faking a thumbnail. To be honest, this is pretty standard stuff. Like, I'm sure this was filmed after he gave the guy the money. It's not like the pizza delivery guy didn't get the money in the end, at least I don't think. And before we go any further, I think it is important to realize just how big MrBeast actually is. Like, people don't really see him as a person anymore. He's seen as more of a company rather than an individual. And the shit that this company does is just on a whole nother level. MrBeast recreated the Squid Games, for fuck's sake. Tell me how you're gonna do that without a little bit of mischief behind the scenes. Like, pretty much all of social media is unethical, at least a little bit. I mean, even I do it. I somehow manipulated you to click on this video by using a catchy title and thumbnail. It is what it is. It's also important to note that a lot of MrBeast's money is channeled into his philanthropy channel, where he does so much genuinely good shit for various communities. God damn, I just realized I'm riding MrBeast so hard right now. I'm practically doing tricks on it. I just think it's important to look at this from an objective standpoint and consider all the present information. That being said, let's take a look at some more serious allegations. A couple days ago, a channel by the name of Dogpack404 posted a video titled, "I work for MrBeast, he's a fraud."
Hi, I wanted to provide some context to this video. I'm a former MrBeast employee, and today I am alleging that the company rigged videos and did illegal lotteries and sold fake signatures. I would consider that fraud. Okay, thank you. Enjoy the video.
Okay, why does it look like this guy's on crack? It genuinely looks like he's been locked in MrBeast's basement for like 5 years. Essentially, it's this guy talking about how MrBeast does a bunch of unethical stuff and essentially scams his audience. Let's take a look at what he has to say.
Now, MrBeast intentionally manipulates these children's vulnerable minds for profit using 3 simple steps which closely align with the 3 major types of behavioral learning. Step 1 is getting the viewer to associate the brand with trust and authority. MrBeast videos are real, and he's a great guy that gives away big rewards. Step 2 is showing the viewers that when people interact with MrBeast in a way that benefits MrBeast, when they do what he tells them to do, they win big rewards. And step 3 is finally calling on the viewer to act in some way that benefits the brand, promising big rewards in return. Now it's your turn to do what MrBeast tells you, and you will win big rewards.
Okay, so he's essentially saying that MrBeast uses psychology to manipulate his child viewers and maximize the number of views and revenue he makes. I mean, Obviously, every single fucking company in the world does that. And to be honest, companies with kids as their target audiences do it the most. The YouTube Kids homepage has got to be the most saturated thing I've ever seen. I know I'm defending MrBeast a lot right now, but I really think the stuff we've seen so far have been such reaches. Like, I really don't think MrBeast is a bad guy, and he does a lot of good for the community. Or at least, I thought that before I saw this.
On August 2nd, 2020, MrBeast live-streamed him and his friends signing limited edition shirts celebrating 40 million subscribers. And here are just some of the clips from that stream.
For those of you who are just joining, if you buy one of our limited edition 40 mil special shirts, we're celebrating 40 million subscribers with a really big video, then we will sign that shirt, and some of them will get random prizes like this. In 10 minutes, right, because we gotta give them time to do their cart, we'll give 2 orders $500 each. 5 minutes, someone's getting $3 grand in their order. In 5 minutes, we're gonna do the same thing again. We're gonna put $1,000 in a random order. 2 minutes, newest order gets $2,000. Good luck, everybody.
Basically, Dogpack404 is pretty much asserting that MrBeast has been running illegal lotteries. What MrBeast would do is go live and film him and his crew signing clothes and putting a bunch of other rewards into merch shipments that would go out to his fans. He would also say stuff like, if you buy a shirt in the next hour, you might have the chance of winning a car or some shit like that. Essentially, he's trying to get more people to buy the merch. Most of his audience are kids, by the way, and kids will hear shit like that and immediately steal their mom's credit card and buy 28 shirts to win a car they can't even drive. MrBeast is pretty much taking advantage of his mostly kid audience and manipulating them into buying his shit. Apparently, it's also illegal to do this kind of stuff. I'm not a lawyer and I don't really get it, so I'll let Dogpack404 fill you in.
The FTC defines a lottery as containing 3 elements: a valuable prize, random chance, and consideration, which can be time or effort, but in most cases is just payment. To successfully run a contest or a sweepstakes, you must eliminate one of these factors. A contest, for example, eliminates chance, and a sweepstakes eliminates consideration.
Okay, so he's basically saying that these giveaways MrBeast was doing are illegal, and MrBeast should be locked up for it. Personally, I think Jimmy's smart enough to have hired a lawyer to look into the legality of the things he does, and it could be the case that the lottery rules are different in different states, but again, I'm not a lawyer, so I really don't have much to say about this whole thing. However, I will say that MrBeast does seem to be manipulating kids, and whether it's illegal or not, it's definitely a scummy thing to do. But the scumminess doesn't even stop there.
MrBeast launched Feastables, his new chocolate brand, back in January 2022.
I want to tell you guys about my new snack company, Feastables. They're made with only 5 ingredients, but still taste amazing. And I'm kicking off Feastables with something I've always wanted to do. 10 random bars are gonna have a mystery ticket inside of them, and if you get this mystery ticket, we will fly you out to compete for a chocolate factory in one of our videos. And on top of that, Chandler, we're giving away over $1 million in other prizes to random people that buy the bars.
Dude, I need to buy these.
So yeah, in the past, MrBeast was advertising that his chocolate bar Feastables was only made with 5 ingredients and was a healthy alternative to other massive brands. However, he eventually changed the recipe for it, with the ingredients pretty much becoming the same as these other brands like Hershey's and stuff like that. And the issue here is that the videos where he was promoting it as healthy are still up and receiving millions upon millions of impressions.
I wanted to just make a better for you snack brand because I think a lot of the stuff out there is just terrible for you.
Because obviously so much obesity and disease comes from the stuff we eat. Like Hershey's, for example, there's 10 ingredients, super processed. Our Feastables bars are 5 ingredients, and just all the ingredients are way higher quality. And it's infinitely better than the other options out there.
Now in 2024, MrBeast changed the formula again to where it has mostly the same ingredients as Hershey's and even more sugar and more calories per bar.
Okay, this is my take. First of all, less ingredients doesn't automatically mean that it's going to be healthier. Anything you eat that wasn't grown in or on the ground is going to be somewhat unhealthy for you. If it didn't make sounds and move around before it was made into food, again, it's going to be unhealthy for you. And don't get me wrong, I thrive off of deep fried chicken nuggets. I eat like shit all the time, but people need to be remembering to consume things in moderation. All that being said though, MrBeast is for sure in the wrong here. He shouldn't be advertising his chocolate as a quote-unquote infinitely healthy alternative when it simply isn't. The scumbaggery is insane here. So in conclusion, here's what MrBeast is doing wrong. He's promoting rigged giveaways to children and using psychological manipulation in order to maximize the growth of his channel and money he makes. The thing is, we've known this. MrBeast is a literal embodiment of capitalism. You think of his thumbnails and all you see are exaggerated expressions with the saturation on max. You think of his brands and you see thousands of kids begging their parents to get whatever it is he's selling. You think of him and you see this golden YouTube boy that pushed the limits of YouTube further than they ever needed to be pushed. We already knew all this stuff about MrBeast, we just didn't want to see it. And at the end of the day, I don't really care what happens to the guy. Cancel him or not, I never really watch his videos because I'm just not super interested in them, but that being said, I am a fan of his philanthropy channel. Even though I don't watch it, I can definitely respect all the shit he does for other people. In fact, I have a question for you guys. How much bad does someone have to do to cancel out all the good? How do we balance MrBeast's actions and decide whether his legacy lives or dies? Let me know what you think about all that in the comments below. I also really appreciate all the recent support on my channel. It means so much to me, you don't understand. As always, it's been me, Cal, and I'll catch you in the next one. Later.